Good morning. It's Wednesday. It's the 1st of July. We're now into the second half of the year. We're 4 days away from Independence Day. What an amazing start to the year it's been. So much is going on, and today, of course, is the first day that CERN, Hadron Collider, is shut down. It's shut down for the next 4 years. And this is quite important because I want you to do your own research into what it's all about. Because if we tell you what it's all about, then you never do any research and you never believe anything. It's important that you find out for yourself. Do your research into why CERN today is shut down for the next 4 years. Yes, it's being refurbished, but what does it actually do? Why is it there? We know the rough idea from the outside, but the more research you do, the more you find out. There's a lot more to it than meets the eye. And we're finding that right now, as we investigate things that we were told were nothing more than conspiracy. But everything that we've investigated turned out to be true. Morning, Drew.
Good morning, Charlie. Good morning, everyone. First up, Europe's crypto reset has begun. MiCA officially comes into force today, creating a single crypto rulebook across the EU. Standard Charter has secured its MiCA license. Dubai is preparing for an influx of crypto firms. Hundreds of companies now face a choice: comply with MiCA or leave the European market. Will MiCA bring mass adoption or push innovation elsewhere?
Well, at this moment in time, it's a mega race between the US, the EU, China, and Russia, because they're all on the move and they're all, like the old days, the US controlled everything. The US dollar controlled everything. As we move away from the US dollar to a digital currency, they're all fighting for control. But remember one thing, at the start of this journey, it was all about a level playing field. So yes, MiCA will need to regulate and control what happens in Europe. There will be organizations that will mirror that in America, and the same in Russia, and the same in China. And they'll all fall into place, but it's very important that each area gets their house in order. Because as we transition from one system to another, as Drew and I know very, very well, the scammers come out. And the last thing we want you to do is to be scammed. There will be hundreds, if not thousands of people, if not millions of people who will be, because some people just can't help themselves. But this is a time for caution, a time for care, a time to be aware, and we will try to guide you as best we can. My second story, it tickled me because it was RFK Jr. And he always amuses me because he's done his research. He's very well informed. It now turns out that when we told you that COVID-19 7 years ago was a bioweapon and not a virus, it's now come out that it was a bioweapon, not a virus, and it was purposefully created to reduce the Caucasians and the blacks. That's documented. So COVID-19 as a bioweapon, along with the vaccine as a bioweapon, was created to reduce the Caucasian population and the black population. And the two areas that were not supposed to be hit by this COVID-19 bioweapon and vaccination were the Ashkenazi Jews and the Chinese. They wanted to preserve them. So at long last, for those people who called us conspiracy theorists. We weren't. We were just 7 years early with the news. That's it. We gave you the advice 7 years ago. Some of you laughed at us. I don't mind. I just pretend I'm a comedian, so I turn it into a positive. But we landed up with the truth, didn't we? Drew.
Next up, hackers are threatening a DOS attack after a suspicious UK site named Vinted was found with obvious signs of trafficking children. Right out in plain sight on the open web. Read the descriptions and the amounts, and you'll understand immediately. Save the children.
Well, this is something that is really the main purpose behind what I do, to end human trafficking, to end child trafficking. When I first saw children for sale on a furniture website called Wayfair, I was in shock. I didn't believe it. And of course, when the world woke up to the fact that you could buy children instead of wardrobes, they were named, and the colour, what have you, the age, was all there on site. And then, of course, once Wayfair got spotted, they stopped very quickly. But as with everything in life, it pops up somewhere else. And we've now seen it pop up on Vinted, where you've got children for sale. It's disgusting, and it has to stop. It has to stop. You cannot be trafficking in women and children. It's not right. It's time that we wake up to what's right and what's wrong. Over the last 30, 40, 50 years, the deep state, the cabal, the Illuminati, whatever you want to call them, have muddied the waters to make it sort of acceptable. They've made porn acceptable and very accessible. They've made trafficking of women acceptable over the years. It never was. It never should be. It's time for it to stop. And especially the trafficking of children. And if you want to go dark, the consumption of children, the sacrifice of children. It's got to stop. These people are truly evil. And if I manage to do one thing on this whole journey, it'll be to stop the trafficking and the abuse of children. Let me leave you with that thought on July the 1st, 2026. We'll see you this evening for the Insiders Club. Bye-bye for now.
Bye-bye.
So if you want to know the truth, come to charlieward.com and see real news daily. And join the Insiders Club, which is live on Wednesdays and Saturdays. Hi guys, it's Charlie here. If you're looking to protect your future with gold or silver, pick the region you're in and choose one of our trusted partners.